Hola y buenos días. Soy Ruth, soy profesora de español, and I'm here to help you through your Pasos course. You have the course pack, which is el libro, the CDs, the answer key, and the transcripts. I know that you could do this solo, but sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of support, and I'm going to support you every step of the way, cada paso. All right, we're on section 1C, which is called Los Países y Nacionalidades. Un país is a country. So paisano is like a countryman. Patriotic is love of your country. País, country. La primera actividad is a listening one. You have the little headphone icon and it says 1.10. That means you're on CD número 1 and you're on track número 10. Just helps you find it because es actividad 15. That means 15. So all you're going to do is escucha. And you can read at the same time because it's printed up in this top right hand corner of Página 9. All right, pause this video while you listen to that little diálogo. Bien. I hope you understood because we already covered me llamo is I'm called, me llamo Ruth. We covered soy is I am, soy profesora, soy inglesa, and that means I'm English. De Anik, that little word de, it's got a lot of meanings actually. In this situation, it means from. Soy inglesa de Anik. Now, yo recomiendo that you fill in all those details for your personal información and you memorizar that little bit so that you can present yourself. You say, I'm learning Spanish, and somebody says, well, go on then, say something in español, say something in Spanish, and you can reel off, me llamo Ruth, soy profesora y soy inglesa de Anik. Impress people, show off. And if you feel shy, well, act it up, ham it up a little bit. Bien. La segunda parte de actividad 15 is this list that they give you of countries and nationalities, países y nacionalidades. So they start with España, which of course is Spain. If you have any problem understanding any of those países or nacionalidades, you can have a look on Página 18, which is page 18, Página 18, and you've got the list with the translations, las traducciones. Bien? What I would like you to do is read that list like a drill. I would like you to use your smartphone to make your own little video of you saying these things. And you're going to say, una persona de España es español o española. So you get the idea that español is for the men and española is for the women. And you'll see that all the women end in A. That's not always the case. There are a couple of important nacionalidades that are left off this list. United States, Los Estados Unidos, States United, Los Estados Unidos. So, una persona de los Estados Unidos es estadounidense. Can you say it? Estadounidense. And that's the same whether it's a man or a woman, so the women don't always end in A. Later on, in this section, you can see Norte Americano. Norteamericano is a great word. North American is great because it sounds like naughty, and so you can imagine that all the Americans are naughty, Norteamericanos. But there is un problema with that, of course, because americano incluye Mexico, incluye Canadá. So we need estadounidense to be specific about people from the USA. Same for Canada, that's left off the list. It's canadiense. Can you say it? Canadiense. Una persona de Canadá es canadiense. Now you're nearly ready to record yourself. Last one on the list is Japan. The J makes a H sound in español. So, una persona de Japón es japonés o japonesa. Bien? What I want you to do when you record yourself is to leave a gap, and then it becomes something you can test yourself with. So do it like this. Una persona de España es español o española. When you're recording yourself, you're reading from the list. It's a drill. When you play it back, you've got the book shut and you're trying to remember. You're trying to remember español o española. And you try to beat yourself in the pause that you've left. So leave a good pause. Okay? I would like you to do that actividad now. So pause this video and get on and do that. Bien. Actividad 16. Actividad 16 es difícil. La idea is that somebody's describing their clase internacional con estudiantes de muchos países. And your challenge is to listen, escucha, for the order in which the nationalities come. You've got them listed down here in the bottom right corner de página 9, and you have the first one's got number 1 written next to it, inglesa. So the first person you hear es una persona inglesa. What's the second one? What's the third one? There is mucho español that you are not going to understand. Okay? You remember entender is to understand. And es importante to get used to hearing español and picking out what you can entender. All right? And focus on what you can entender and just ignore the bits that you can't entender. And if you can do that, that's a really, really good thing, because it's going to be a long time until you can entender todo. But to make progress, you have to escuchar for the stuff that you can entender. All right, so you're going to play the CD and just listen for los nombres y las nacionalidades, okay? And write down the order in which they come. So pause this video and do that actividad now, ahora. Bien. And of course, you can go to the transcripts and look for track for Actividad 17, and you can have a read and maybe you can entender un poco más. All right? But it doesn't matter. We'll come back to it once we've covered the other bits of Español that are in that transcript. ¿Vale? Vale means okay, by the way. Actividad 17, which is 17, is de donde eres. De, from. Donde, where. Eres, you are. So from where you are. We would say, where are you from? De donde eres. Or if you're using the usted, the formal register, de donde es. All right, I think it goes with the Addams Family rhythm. De donde es. Oh, I've lost it now. I had it before. De donde es. Nope, it's gone. So what I would like you to do with that actividad is go through all the nationalities that were in your class description actividad, and I would like you to just go through it like a drill. De donde es? Soy de Japón. Or if you're using informal, de donde eres? Soy de Inglaterra. That's how they did it, right? Oh, that is not. They said, soy inglesa de Anik. Soy norteamericano de Los Angeles. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You're using the nationalities rather than the countries. Okay, soy española de Madrid. Okay, I would like you to pause this video and do that actividad ahora. Bien. So you really need to be able to say, where are you from, by memory. Okay, so that's going to be one of the things on your list of things you should learn from this section. The next actividad on página 10 es actividad 18, and it says el folleto de viajes. So you're going to read a travel brochure. Folleto has got a double L in it, so that makes a y sound. Folleto. You don't have to learn these words, pero es interesante. Viaje is like a trip or a travel or voyage. All right, so aje is an edge ending. So we have language, and that's lenguaje. We have garage, and that's garaje. We have voyage, and that's viaje. All right. I haven't looked at los números yet, so we'll just use the English ones. We also have ciudad in there. Ciudad. And that is a city, all right? Is city, ciudad. We have citizen as well. They all come from the same Latin root. So the cities, some of them are diferente. In Espanol, you have Estocolmo and Istanbul. The countries, they're not all countries. You have Alemania, Germany, that's a country. But then you have Scandinavia. Well, that's Noruega, Suecia, Dinamarca. So is that right? So it's testing your geografía un poquito, which city is in which country. Read them. I'd like you to remember 5 países. I'd like you to memorizar 5 países. Okay, so Egypt is Egipto. So careful with that pronunciation. Okay, it's a really easy little actividad. Pause the video and do that ahora. Bien. And of course the other one to be careful of con la pronunciación, if you're saying these things out loud, is Turquía. QU makes a K sound. Now when I get a list like this, like you get on this folleto de viajes, I like to open up Quizlet on my phone and I like to type in the words, and then I like to learn them, because otherwise I'm not really engaged, and Quizlet really helps me engage. So recomiendo that you have a little half hour and input those into Quizlet and test yourself. Bien? Actividad 19, which is 19, en página 11, is a reading ejercicio, lovely word, exercise, ejercicio, about la ONE. So that's la Orquesta Nacional de España, okay? And la idea es, you've got 4 reading comprehension questions. ¿De dónde es? You know what that means. Where is she from? Okay? And the answer es de. Okay? Es de Japón, es de Marruecos, es de Turquía. I don't know, I can't remember. And the other one is quién es. Quién means who. It's got a k sound because it starts with QU. ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es de Inglaterra? Whatever la pregunta, the question is. Okay? I would like you to pause the video, read el texto and answer, responder a las preguntas. Do that now. Bien, again. In that text, there are words that aren't translated, that maybe you can't entender. No importa. There's enough there for you to be able to responder a las preguntas. Y la idea is to get información without understanding everything. Okay? Finalmente, last thing to do in this section is to have a look at those questions. And we're going to call it 5 questions, even though it's just really 4. We've got quién, who, dónde, where, de dónde, where from, qué, which is what, and cuál, which is which. Okay, and I would like you to be able to reel those off. Dónde, de dónde, cuál, qué, quién. I can't do it. I can. ¿Quién? ¿Dónde? ¿De dónde? ¿Cuál? ¿Qué? All right? Really, really useful. To finish up today, remember, please go to spanglishfantastico.com. Please consider paying me £1 for this lesson. I can't continue to leave it open to everybody unless people pay, and I don't want to put these lessons behind a wall. All right, so I need you to make payments so that I know that I can continuar and help you all the way through this course. From 1C, if you go over to spanglishfantastico.com, you'll be able to see this is what I want you to learn. I'm called Ruth, I'm a teacher, I'm English. Obviously you're going to change it to your detalles from Anik. A person from Ireland is Irish. Where are you from? Using tú or usted. Name 5 countries, 5 cities and 5 question words. Alright, and if you have that on your windowsill and test yourself, you know you're making progress, and it's important to know what you know and to know that you're succeeding. Okay, so make sure you do that. I will see you for the next section, which is going to talk about family. La familia. Hasta pronto. Adiós.